Lamberell in shot, the number 276, Gary Donnelly. You just saw, well, there's the grid for you on the live stream. Lars Lamberell, Gary Donnelly, Besler, Renadan, Van Paris, Brown Nutley, Van Kampfhout, Mavlanoff, DePuch, Bidendiek, Backman, Dre Spring, Van Berlo, and Josh White. Then it's McCarthy, Bouvier, Skelton, Drouet, Makacek, Cohen, Moulon and Kotick, Williamson, Mr. Millie, Everard and Jaloux, Koshet and Rasmussen, Falk, Croydon, Antier, and then it's Stapinski and Leviscont. Stephanie starting at the back of the field. She, in qualifying yesterday, decided to go out first and just gave herself some space. Nicholas Scholl, of course, is already the champion in this class, but people are still fighting over second, third, and the remaining World Final tickets. We had an interview with Nicholas Scholl on yesterday evening, and we'll be showing that throughout the day. It was very chilled out, Nicholas Scholl, and very happy to be champion, of course, and is here to help his Strawberry Racing teammates in any way he can. So not just here to have a watch. He's been working hard to try and help all his teammates out to try and get them to move up the order. And, well, at the moment, it's been going pretty good for Strawberry. They've got Gary Donnelly on the front row. Some of the other drivers, though, McCarthy, he struggled, but they have got pace in Gary Donnelly. Well, they did yesterday. Let's see what happens this morning. It's going to be a very close race, for sure. And the cart's then just being slowed now. Lars Lamberell on the front row, just slowing the pace. Gary Donnelly is there to his outside. So Lamberell is in the, well, to the left of your picture, the Dan Holland racing driver in the blue, white and yellow livery. And then Donnelly there in the Tony Kart livery. He's to the inside, number 266. Besler is the 209. The Turkish driver directly behind Lamberell. Renadan, the French driver, just behind Donnelly. He's the 224. Well, we saw plenty of drivers moving forward and a fairly clean start in the juniors. Will it be the same in the seniors? It's going to be an 11-lap race. They're just rounding the last corner now. They'll head into the tram lines. You can see Lamberell to the inside. Donnelly is to the outside. It's a very, very slow and steady start. But we're about to erupt into action then for the seniors. And it's a good start for Lamberell on the inside. Oh, no contact. I think that's Donnelly. That might have gone off. Renadan went off as well. Didn't quite catch who the third driver was. Lamberell leads. I think Besler is second. Van Kampfhout has gone to third place. As you can see on the pictures, just a couple of drivers towards the back making contact. Now, I think Donnelly was one of them, and he's recovered. I think Jordan Brown Nutley may have been the other. But on your screens, we're seeing the two leaders, Lamberell and Besler. Third is Van Kampfhout, so he's made an excellent start from the inside of row 4. This the first of 11 laps, and all the drivers who were involved in that first corner incident now get going. So they head left onto the back straight then. Lamberell from Besler. Oh, and I thought Besler was going to go up the inside there. Van Kampfhout is in third place. It's the 210 of Dennis Mavlanoff in fourth place. Fifth place, I think, is Joel DePuch. Let's confirm as they come across the line. Well, it is Joel DePuch. Backman is sixth. Oh, and a change for lead. There goes Besler up the inside. And Van Kampfhout goes to second. So Lamberell has dropped to third place. Van Kampfhout now defends into turn 2. And it's going to get worse for the poleman Lamberell. He's lost another place. That was Mavlanoff up the inside at turn number 4. They now head down, and Lamberell fighting back straight away. Back up the inside of Mavlanoff. And that is Joel DePuch going with him. So DePuch now into fourth place as they head down towards the far part of the circuit. Lamberell back into third then. Mavlanoff now down to fifth. And Bachmann is right there in sixth place. Jessica Bachmann then, she is at the back of the lead train at the moment. Van Kampthout trying to chase down Besler up ahead. Now, who is that in seventh place? It's Biden Deek next along. Then it's Kai van Berlo. So, like his younger brother Glenn, moving up the order nicely in this first heat. Then it is Christopher Drayspring in ninth place. 10th place. Oh, as we go into the second corner, no moves being made there. Then it's Glenn Van Paris in 10th. 11th is Jack McCarthy. He's gained 4. Then it's White, Bouvier, Makacek, Drouet, Moulin, Renadan, Skelton, Cohen, Everard. So, Renadan dropped down towards near the top 20. Brown Nutley is unfortunately out the race, so he was the driver that came off at turn 1. Gary Donnelly was another. And leaders then just making their way down towards the back straight for the second time. And Besler then, who leads as they head down towards the penultimate corner. We have a lead train of 6 cars. Oh, and 7th place, that was Van Berlo trying to go up the inside of Bidendijk. He made the move stick eventually, but that's off your screens. You'll see them. There they come into the bottom of your picture. That was the move then for 7th place. It's Van Berlo. Oh, and on your screens you'll see more moves being made. Lamberell's trying to fight back at Van Kampthout, tried to get 2nd place back. It didn't work. Van Kampthout able to hold on. Now he defends. Oh, and some contact made. Who was that that's run wide? It was Joel DePuch and I think Dennis Mavlanoff who were caught up. So that's really stretched the lead group. Besler is now the leader. Well, he still is the leader, but he's got a substantial lead. Van Kampthout, I think, is now 3rd. So 2nd is Lamberell. 4th place is Bachmann. Then it's Drayspring in 5th place, who's he's just kept his nose clean and made places. Van Berlo is 6th. 7th, I think, is Bidendijk. Then it's Mavlanoff. And then I think it's Jack McCarthy. So you'll see the order appear then to your left of your picture. So it's Besler, Lamberell, Van Kampthout, Bachmann, Drayspring, Van Berlo, Bidendijk. Then it's Glenn Van Paris, Jack McCarthy and Dennis Mavlanoff. Oh, and moves being made then into turn number 2. That was Jack McCarthy trying to make a move on Bidendijk. He now completes it then out of turn 4. So that's Jack McCarthy into 8th place, just behind the battle you're seeing on your screens. Oh, and moves being made down the back straight. I think that might have been Jack McCarthy defending. That's our static camera there in the best possible position, actually, because that's where we see the most overtaking. Besler's lead is 1.2 seconds over Lars Lamberell in 2nd. Van Kampthout is starting to get caught by Jessica Bachmann there in 4th place. The best battles at the moment are just outside the top 10. Bidendijk is now defending from Josh White and the recovering Adrian Renadan. You can see just at the bottom of your picture, there's the battles. Oh, and a mechanic flag for Baptiste Moulin. Not too sure what that's for, but Baptiste is going to have to come into the pits. Josh White has gone through and passed Bidendijk into 11th place. Renadan went through as well, so Bidendijk dropping back here. Josh White is now into 11th place and Renadan is into 12th. So we're about halfway through this first heat. Besler's lead still 1.2 seconds. He's not extending his lead, but Lamberell isn't reducing it either. Can't see Besler being caught from here. Not a driver of his experience. He's a front runner in the Euro Challenge, and Besler looking very comfortable at the moment, but it's very close for 2nd place. Only 2 or 3 tenths between Lamberell and Van Kampthout. Then Bachmann is there in 4th place. Now I can see a move coming from Bachmann here. Let's watch her into turn 2. I think she might go up the inside of Van Kampthout. Well, Van Kampthout took a slightly defensive line there, but hopefully we're going to stay with this battle. I think there's going to be a move very, very shortly as they head down the long straight past the chicane. Dennis Mavlanoff sets a new fastest lap then, 61.6 for Dennis Mavlanoff. He's down the lower order of the top 10. He's in 9th place to be exact. Dre Spring is getting closer to Bachmann as well. So who have been the biggest mover? Well, Everard's made 8 places. Bouvier has made 6. 7 places for Dre Spring, Bachmann and Van Berlo. So plenty of big movers in this race. And Van Kampthu is being dropped by Lars Lamberel in second here. And he's inviting more and more pressure from Jessica Bachmann, who surely is going to make a move this time. Well, Van Kampthu looked over his shoulder. There they go up towards turn 2. There goes Bachmann. She's going to try and guard the inside. Can she make the move stick? Yes, she can. Well, I think Van Kampthu may have run on the grass briefly. Now he's going to lose another place to Dre Spring. There goes Dre Spring up the inside. So Bachmann is through to 3rd place. Dre Spring is through to 4th place. Van Kampthu is down to 5th. It could get worse for Renus as well, because not too far behind him now. Well, Dre Spring is still up the inside, and Van Kampthu now running wide. Going past the pair of them was Glenn Van Paris. So Van Paris is now gone into 4th place as they just make their way out down towards the back straight. You can see Van Kampthu is now behind, I think, Kai Van Berlo. Jack McCarthy is with him, so he's in around 7th place. He makes a move into the penultimate corner. Jack McCarthy trying to follow him through. And they now head out the last corner. There they go. You can see him on your screens. And just breaking clear of that battle now is Bachmann. Jack McCarthy makes a move into turn 1. And they all start passing each other again into turn 2. You can see 3, 4 across as they head through turn number 3. Well, we're going to have to bring the order eventually, but it's been changing so much. I can tell you Besler still leads. Lamberel is still 2nd. No real changes in the gaps between those two. Bachmann is 3rd. 4th place is Glenn Van Paris. Then it's Dre Spring. Then, well, let's see as they come through. We'll see him on your cameras. Well, there's our leader, Berke Besler. He heads down out the left-hander there onto the back straight. And Berke leading by 1.1 seconds to be exact. There's Lamberel. There's Bachmann just going into shot. Behind Bachmann is Van Paris, Dre Spring, Van Kampthu. Then it's McCarthy. Down the start-finish straight. Mavlanoff is behind Jack McCarthy. Behind Mavlanoff, it is Jan Bouvier. Oh, and an attempt at a pass from Jack McCarthy into the 2nd corner there. Tried to go up the inside of Van Kampthu. On your screens, we are looking at our leader still, Berke Besler. So there's Besler then. There's Lamberel, Bachmann, Van Paris, Dre Spring. Then there goes McCarthy, Van Kampthu, Mavlanoff, Bouvier. Oh, and defending there, I think that's Josh Skelton. He's got one of his teammates behind him, Zach Falk, and Daniel Makacek is there as well. Oh, and a move, I think, who was that going past now? That was a move on Jack McCarthy, I think that was made. So that was Jan Bouvier making the pass. But Berke Besler heads up towards the last corner then, and down the start-finish line. He's got one more lap to go as he heads up towards turn 2. His lead is 1.3 seconds over Lars Lamberel. And further back, though, it looks like there could be some more changes. Jack McCarthy under a lot of pressure from Jan Bouvier and co. Oh, and a move made into, Jan Bouvier left the door open and I think was passed by Dennis Mavlanoff as they head down towards where our static camera is for the final time. Besler's going to take the win, that's for sure, unless he hits any mechanical issues. Lamberel will be 2nd, Bachmann will be 3rd. The changes will come from Jack McCarthy in 7th and back down the lower order of the top 10. And Josh Skelton still having to defend down in, where's Skelton? He's in 16th place, still having to defend very heavily. But as for Besler, there he looks over his shoulder. Now he'll come out the last corner. And Besler's going to take the win in the first heat here in Senior Max. Across the line, Besler takes the win. 2nd place goes to Lars Lamberel. 3rd goes to Jessica Bachmann. She gained 8 places overall. Glenn Van Paris is 4th. 5th is Christopher Dre Spring. Renus Van Kampthu is 6th. Jack McCarthy gains 8 places to finish 7th. Then it's Dennis Mavlanoff, Jan Bouvier, Adrian Renaudin, Josh White, Kai Van Berlo, Thomas Drouet, Biden Deek was next along. Then it was Antoine Percival. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't. It was Evrard in 15th. It was Josh Skelton in 16th. Zach Falk, Missimili, Kotick, Koshet, Makacek, Jalou, Croydon, Williamson, Rasmussen was in 25th place. Yeah, you can see the top 12 on your screens and the entries next to their names as well. Besler won by 1.2 seconds. 1.2 seconds in the end. Stephanie Levis-Comp was 26th, and it was Antier Stepinski. There you can see 30th through to 24th now on your screens. Andrew Williamson, 24th place. Thomas Drouet. Now we see 25th to 32nd. Rasmussen, Stephanie Levis-Comp, Antoine Antier, Michael Stepinski, Ido Cohen, Baptiste Moulin, Joel DePuch, and Gary Donnelly from the front row came off at the first lap, first corner. So 5 drivers there, unfortunately, not taking the flag. Jordan Brown Nutley and Gary Donnelly, the 2 major ones you'd have to say, who started on the outside.